So the Mavs blew a big lead to the Nets last night. They're now 2-8 in their last 10. They've lost 3 in a row. They're one game under 500. And in the fourth quarter, they went 1 for 12 from 3, and this has been a big story this year with them. Dudes are just not making shots. Almost everyone on this team is shooting below their expected three-point percentage. Now, let's be clear, this is not the only problem with this team, but it is a problem. They're 24th in the league in three-point shooting percentage. What's also hurting them on top of these missed threes is that they're towards the bottom of the league in shots in the restricted area, free throws per game, and they only have one guy who can consistently get to the rim, so it's tough. I mean, it's not like you're going to give the ball to Dorian Finney-Smith on a pick and roll. It's pretty much Jalen Brunson help us out with some ball handling, and that's about it, right? So, to me, getting Luka some more open driving lanes to where he doesn't have to kick out all the time would be nice. Now, if I realize that, then I'm sure they do as well. You'll notice on this play against the Nets, Luka gets a relatively easy layup. Some double screen action up top, that's nice. The other thing is Porzingis is the only big guy. No Dwight Powell or whatever else clogging up the paint. Makes it a little tougher for the defense to load up inside. The question here, though, is can you only get this through Porzingis at center? And as for Luka, well, we already know he's taking less shots at the rim. It's actually the lowest rate of his career. And the jump shots have been rough. There's already been little talk of, complaining to refs and not coming into the season the best of shape. There was a thing from Tim McMahon saying that he weighed in at like 260. And that's all, of course, not ideal. I mean, for this team to be anything, Luka's got to be amazing. Now, to talk about Porzingis, he had that great run where he looked like his peak Knicks self. Then he had a couple blog games in a row. Then he missed 2 games. Last night against the Nets wasn't too great. I feel like deep down they would love to go to Porzingis at center as much as possible, but they just know they kind of can't. Because, of course, putting that much physical toll on KP playing the 5, that could just be rough. One ironic stat for you is that in their last 10 games, teams are shooting nearly 50% on corner threes against them. Anyway, Cade Cunningham went 11 for 24 2 days ago, so you know I have to look at it. Now, the big thing was his threes. He was 5 for 11 from outside, and Cade has not been shy from there. You gotta love this one, where he jumps the passing lane. That was supposed to go to Lou Dort. And he also got a pick and roll very early in a possession, which I'm a huge fan of. More early possession stuff. Now let's look at Westbrook get some assists against my favorite team after I said the Lakers were not good in the video. This is a nice subtle play. Very small stuff. LeBron and AD, I wouldn't even say they really set a screen for each other. I mean, they kind of did, but it forced the switch. Tatum's got some ground to cover. LeBron's on Time Lord, and there you go for AD. Here, LeBron sets a down screen for THT, and Westbrook's got him, and the help. I mean, Tatum was there, but it wasn't quite good enough. I think this is the type of thing you can do more with THT. And let's check out a couple Westbrook baskets. So here he's in the dunker spot. LeBron gets by Tatum with not too much trouble, and Russ can just act like a center. And he does a similar thing here. Get it to AD in the post, Westbrook with a cut, and just chill in the dunker spot. Good things can happen. Now, just so I can feel a little happy before this video gets out of here, Jason Tatum had 34 points on nearly 60% shooting. And I still believe deep down, if Tatum can just do what Tatum does and move past his early season struggles, and hopefully keep attacking the basket and moving off ball, and maybe getting some more pick and rolls, and Jaylen Brown can get back to just being healthy, and perhaps the Celtics can make one move to get a guy who can shoot because they've got like a $17 million trade exception, then perhaps this offense can start clicking a bit, because the defense, I mean, it wasn't good against the Lakers, but it has been good. Never mind, video's still going. Zion looking in game shape. Well, yeah, that's cool. I mean, there was that one picture, but he also had all of his practice stuff on or whatever. It might have been another James Harden thing. Luka Doncic expressed interest in Ben Simmons. Well, he'd help out the defense. He would also give him another guy who could attack inside. The problem there is Dallas has almost zero trade assets. The Bulls are signing Stanley Johnson. You mean the Lakers' savior just walked out the front door? Bradley Beal contract extension. I'm not going to make that grand commitment and it doesn't work. I mean, they're actually decent now, which you'd think means he wants to be there forever because he was willing to stick around for much less than pretty decent. Which honestly, kudos to them, man, to turn it around that quickly. Kevin Durant and LaMarcus Aldridge will both rest against the Rockets. Are you telling me that 7 wins in a row is possible? If the Rockets win 7 games in a row, I'm going to McDonald's. I might go anyway, but then I'm definitely going to go.